There we go.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for Politically Incorrect Knitters. I think this is episode 131. Although with the holidays, I think we've lost track.
Maybe 132. I don't know.
Something like that. We're getting up there. We are a day late and a dollar short because I have been having a migraine since, mid last week. So this is as good as it gets, and I won't be on long, I don't think. Um, that's okay. Um, We are sponsored by Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, and I didn't write down her promo code, but hopefully Anne did. Are you there?
I did. Sorry, my
Oh, good.
internet glitched a
You
little
got
bit right
frozen.
there.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, like I said, sponsored by the lovely Lynn of Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, who has beautiful yarn like this icy blue, which is our giveaway for this month. And I have the winner. I would not announce it quite yet, but and all of the lovely minis. Yes,
Chicken Lady Fiber Arts yarn. We love her.
we
If
do.
you want your own.
The promo. Yes. Sorry, the internet is glitching. This is how it's going to be, folks. The promo code is SNOW20PIK for 20% off your order. And also, she is changing up how she's doing her make-alongs this year. Last year, she did quarterly make-alongs. But this year, she's just doing a weekend every month, a make-a-thon weekend instead of having, all of this time. So the first one is going to be January 14th and 15th. And the hashtag, it's a complicated one. So it's going to be on her Instagram and everything. But it is CLFAMW Jan 23. So
Okay.
Chicken Lady Fiber Arts make along weekend January 23rd. So again,
So a little confusing, but yes, it's awesome.
yes, so
Um,
CLFAMWJAN 23. So
yeah. In the comments, Adam says he's had the vid all week and he's
oof.
finally feeling better. I felt so bad. I took a test to see if I had it. Mostly because I wanted to glom onto my niece, who's only 6 months old. It
Mhm.
came back negative, so I just felt like crap all weekend and just chalked it up to, crud. We were around everybody on Earth. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to go off on that little tangent when you were talking about the make along. I just saw the comment.
that's all right.
But yeah, join the make along weekend. I like that. I don't have the attention span for those months long things that they do. Um and so I'm kind of excited about this one to see if maybe I can oh hey, it's the weekend. Let's see if I can actually sit down and get something done. So
Right. And I mean, for example, the two sweater challenge is closed. I haven't
oh
drawn
yeah.
a winner for that yet. Um, but I will, I have to, who made this challenge so dang complicated? That's why I say I have to figure, I'm going to write yeah, I know. I have to figure out and I have to write everybody down and make sure I have like every level of tier written down and proper and everything. But it was a 4-month challenge, but it was a 4-month challenge to make 2 sweaters. So I thought that was pretty fair. Like,
Right.
there's kind of a commitment.
It needed the time, but I just plain old forgot we were doing it at one point. So that's just how I roll.
Yeah,
So
it is kind of the issue of
it
that.
is what it is.
But
Oh
anyways,
well.
I didn't do the giveaway. So like I said,
Oh yeah.
beautiful icy blue yarn by Chicken Lady Fiber Arts and Odyssey Tale by Cody Schlegel, and they match. They're beautiful. But the winner is D York. They were on the 129th episode. So if you could contact us through email on politicallyincorrectknitters@gmail.com, which we will be sure to check because we've had problems with that lately.
No, I've got it set up now where I can easily get it, so we're good.
Okay. We got this. I will also comment on their comment. So yeah, you won. Congratulations.
Congrats. You're the last winner of Odyssey Tale, and hopefully coming up in the somewhat near future, Cody will have a new book for us to promote because it's lots of fun. So
It is. Cody's a really great guy.
he is.
Yeah.
He's another one we should have back on. I was texting Anne this morning. Where was I? It might have been during church while I was holding the baby, honestly, because I couldn't leave, and so I was holding the baby during church, and I was like, Anne, we have to podcast because we were supposed to do it yesterday. Anne's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, I have a migraine. And she's like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm like, I got it.
yeah.
I'm with you, not physically, but in spirit. Yeah. You're good. We'll figure it out.
Thank you. So I was like, hey, let's do something today. Let's have Birdie Rose on. Oh, and here's a picture of a baby. That's how my brain works, if you ever wanted to know. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to read comments and speak.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here. I'm only on my phone today, so to read comments, I gotta hit the button. And then I can't see you. So
I can read comments.
okay.
Yeah, talking about COVID and stuff. Sorry. Got tickle.
Mm-hmm.
I was so pretty. Sorry, I have not been feeling good for several days. Yeah, I got this. I thought it was just a straight up migraine, but now I'm wondering if I actually had some sort of creeping crud, because even with bad migraines, they don't usually last 4 days, which is what it's been. So,
yeah. And there's been
see.
like a really, I don't know, like coast to coast, there's been this really bad like stomach bug going around too. So, like I've heard different people around who've had it all at the same time. Like, I don't want to get that. That sounds nasty.
If it wasn't a migraine, whatever I had, I felt like I had motion sickness. Like I couldn't look at things. I felt nauseous. I've lost like 5 pounds, which is the only upside to the whole thing.
Hey.
I will take it however I can get it.
Yeah, hey, that works. But yeah, you might have got whatever weird sickness is going on, because I've heard of several different people who have just been woozy for several days on end. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, it's no good. Man, you say stomach bug, and I swear, like down the back of my neck, I get the shivers. There's something horrible, horrible about stomach bugs when you have kids. I mean, they're awful when you're an adult, but then when you have a kid,
yeah,
it's the worst. So, knock on wood, we haven't had it. We're good.
I'm hoping I don't either, but I don't know. What can you do?
What are you gonna do? So when have we talked, Anne? Have I talked to you since Christmas?
I don't think so.
Have we done a show? You had that scarf on. That was a gift, wasn't it?
It was a gift. It's lovely. And this little snowdrop, or is it gift too? I love it. That's
very pretty.
I know. My shawl with the snowdrop on it is still not out. Lovecraft. Yeah. Oh, we did our last Chicken Lady Fiber Arts open.
Oh, see, I knew we did something.
Yeah, which we plan is to review some of that. But yeah, because I like haven't taken this shawl off. I love it so much. But anyways, my Stardust shawl, it said it was published. Everything looked good. But once you go to Lovecrafts, it's not actually on there. So I wrote them a little email, and they said that all of their staff is out until January 3rd. So,
oh, hey, and I don't think we said it, but Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Glad to see you here. You've made it into the next one with all of us. So congratulations. Yeah. Oh, man. So
you're knitting to show?
I've been laying in my bed for 4 days.
I mean, you might
have. I have this cup of coffee.
Hey.
No, I've got nothing. Okay. I have been, before you show your knitting, because I'm sure you have some. So my Patreon was supposed to launch today. It's probably going to launch tomorrow because I've been laid up for a while. But yeah, join me over on Patreon. I'm going to write articles, and I'm going to give out free patterns to people in certain tiers. And if you join the high enough tiers, we're going to do monthly Zooms, and it's going to be a thing. So, come hang out. That's what I've been trying to do when I'm not. I do have new yarn, but it's over there and I'm over here. So,
Right.
oh well. Why don't you show us what you've got?
Well, I also have new yarn, but as you can see, I'm at my brother's house, and I thought I was planning ahead. I got the yarn for the giveaway. I got Odyssey Tail. I got Chicken Lady yarn. I got my stupid little phone stand. I had it together, but I didn't get the new yarn that I got from Maria Tuscan. So it's so pretty. It
Oh,
is.
did you get one of her last ones when she
I,
went out?
I
Oh,
did. And okay, so
jealous.
I know. Here, stupid yarn purchasing stores by Anne. That's like, okay, like no buying of new yarn. Sorry, again, sorry, Lynn, because I love your yarn so much. But I got that recentish box from Lynn, and then I'm like, no, I'm good for a while. But then Maria, I was like, no, Maria's going. And it's like I got to get something because this is the last possible stuff. So I went in for that, and she sent me 3 skeins of the most beautiful deep brown. It is just absolutely gorgeous. And and then today, so this is this is how I party at my place. It's New Year's Eve, and I'm sitting around catching up on Devin of Nitty McPurley. I'm catching up on her podcast, and I had forgot her Lent calendar actually came out today, and Devin made me buy yarn in church. Like, Devin, come on. And it's like, I understand Devin's Catholic. They do that, breaking dawn church service mass thing. It's like, no, we Baptists, we show up later. And she said, and she's like, okay, it'll be out on noon on Sunday. It's like noon on Sunday is 11 here. So it's 11:30, and the service had just ended because I wasn't quite that rude. Like I was getting there, and I'm just like furiously sitting on my phone, like, is there any left? And snagged one. And I think they were sold out within an hour because she only did 50 of them. But
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't even see the email from her because I would have thought about it for a minute, but there you go. Saved for my own self. So it's okay.
I I know. And she did such a lovely job last year too.
Yeah.
And that she does lovely extras and little Bible verses for Lent, and her shawl pattern last year was pretty. And what kind so I've actually never bought Devin's yarn before. Gave her a I'm going to her retreat and everything. I've never actually made a yarn purchase. I know other people have said before that, it's lovely quality and everything else. But she really likes pops of bright colors. And I think they're very pretty, but they're not usually colors that I'd wear. Like
Mhm.
her Advent set, they're bright stripes, and for like mittens and a hat and everything, they're absolutely adorable. But it won't go with my plaid coat. So so I was like, oh, I'm not sure. It's a mystery knit along, and she came out and said like there'll be different colors in this, but the overall effect will be a neutral. I'm like, okay, I'm sold. I'm like, no, I
Oh,
shouldn't
that's
be doing
cool.
this, but yeah. And I don't know. It's an event. It's a thing, and it was so cool when she did it last time. So she got me.
That's cool. No, when you were talking about it, I was thinking, oh, how cool. And then I was like, you said it sold out. I'm like, there you go. That's all I needed. Um,
Should have texted you. Be like, oh,
no, I'm just barely a person today. I can't take any extra stuff. Just- I probably was going to skip church today, but the niece is only here until next week, so I just couldn't pass up the opportunity, unfortunately.
yeah,
Because I figured, I mean, they live in Miami, so they don't come home.
right.
We've actually seen her several times, which, for a 6-month-old is a lot. But yeah, no, I figured I couldn't miss the opportunity to hold her because who knows how much longer she's gonna start getting big and not want me to hold on to her the whole time. So,
Mhm.
but how come you're at your brother's?
So he left to see his in-laws.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I'm here with all the hounds.
Anne and the thousands of dogs. That's
I
fantastic.
I know, knock on wood, they're all sleeping now, but it was the big fight this morning. Oh, sorry, I dropped my yarn. But with knitting, how I just said that, like, oh well, Devin likes really bright tones, and I don't normally do that. Yeah, except the socks that I'm knitting are saying that I'm a liar. So
But socks are different.
I know. And okay, so the yarn for the toe is Chicken Lady's Mr. Green yarn.
Hmm.
This speckle, I'm trying to remember. It's Rose, and I don't remember what her name is now, but she does. She's a young gal, and she does like the most lovely, again, very bright tones. And then blue is Sweet Mountain Crafts, and I'm not sure I'm sold on the different colors of toes and heels, but I don't know. It looks like Christmas lights.
It's
Like,
pretty.
yeah, and I have a little bit of red that I'm going to put on the cuff, so like all of the colors will
Yeah, I
come.
mean, I mean, it obviously goes with the yarn you have. If they were different colors and they had nothing to do with anything, I could get it, but
Right.
they at least make sense.
I know. They're festive. They're fun. And it's the Rumple Socks by Kay Jones again. And I, I showed them on the live again. I don't have them with me, but I finished one pair of them, and then I started this pair that the pattern is cuffed down, but it's with the butterfly kiss heel, which I substitute with a wrap and turn heel again because I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, no. Okay, the numbers and everything work to do toe up instead of top down. So the poor gal, she put out a perfectly lovely and reasonable pattern. And I'm sitting here like, okay, so I'm going to do a different toe, and I'm going to do a different heel. And oh, I'm going to adjust the stitches a little bit over. And I'm going to do all these things. It's like, what is my problem? Like, everything worked. It was okay. Why did you just pay money for a pattern to be like, well, I like the stitch pattern, I'll keep that, but everything in reverse order and all nutsy.
You talking about like the different heel and toe, and for a minute you reminded me of the teacher from Charlie Brown. I'm like trying to follow, and I'm like, I don't know the answer. Oh man. So it's me and my guys. I'm sorry I keep yawning. It's not you, it's not Anne. It's been a rough few days. So I'm sorry. But your socks do look lovely. I wish I had something to show. I have not knit. I have not done anything except Ruby and Rose's yarn.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah. Jenna in the comments knew it.
There you go.
Oh, she said she thinks she got married yesterday.
Oh, well, congratulations to her.
I thought she was like 12, so that's impressive.
I think she started when she was like 16, but I mean, I guess it's been a few years, so yeah.
Cool.
In the comments, hello.
What up?
There we go.
So, wait, how do you know that there's comments? You don't want to look at my beautiful face? Well, I see how this is.
That's the thing, though, because I'm sorry to be rude and going back and forth, but it's like, yeah, I want to see you and make eye contact with you, but sometimes I feel like I'm letting the comments go, and I don't want all these lovely people are spending their time with us, and I don't want to let that slide. You know, it's a balancing.
Whatever, Anne. I see how I rank here. So did you do anything last night? It was the New Year. Did you have a party with the dogs?
It was me and the dogs, and I finished catching up with Miss Anna Knitter and her New Year's knit along, and then I watched Devin, and which was a good thing because she mentioned the class that I'm doing for her retreat. So I'm like, hey, it's me. This is what happens when you're like over a month behind on podcasts.
Hey, it's me. I'm glad that you recognized it was you, though. That would have been upsetting if you were like, oh, I wonder who that is. Anne's like, whatever. You're full of it today.
So I have to write up my Antarsha class, which is what I'm teaching at Devin's retreat. And hi, Jenna. She's very upset. Anyways, so the class, I did like a little write up for what you need and what's going to be covered in it. And I did it I don't know, kind of quickly, and Devin had to write me back and be like, okay, this doesn't make sense. I'm like, okay, sorry. There was like a sentence in there that she's like, yeah, I don't get it. And like, no, it's gonna make sense. I rewrote it, everything's fine. Um, the dog's not fine. But anyways, so yeah.
That dog has never been fine as long as I've known you.
No, not once in her life. She's kind of picky that way. Come here. Thank you. But anyways, and so my Intarsia class that I'm doing, I'm teaching a lot of different things relatively quickly. So I have two different cast songs, one for traditional. I'm sorry. Come here. Sorry, she is just going to be rude. Anyways, one for traditional Intarsia, which is blocks of different color and you don't carry yarn behind. And then a different one for when you do carry yarn behind and also doing it in the round.
Does she need to go out?
I think she does. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine.
Down the fort.
And you are always good for a laugh. Yeah, Anne is gonna let the dogs out because when she lived with her brother, when we did our, back when she lived with her brother, that dog would always interrupt our recording. I would always have to edit out that dog barking because she just can't stand Anne not paying attention to her. But oh gosh,
that dog.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Allow us to be happy.
Well, that's what I was saying. She's always been like that. I always cut her out.
Yeah. But that makes her very happy.
Yep. So.
But anyways, so oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, you talking about getting your class ready. I woke up this morning, right? I don't know if any of you guys do this, but I wake up in the morning and I might lay there for a minute and like look at my phone, and then I think about things in my head, like, I'm gonna be so productive today. I'm gonna make a list and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And yeah, so this morning I was thinking like, oh, I need to start my classes and I gotta finish getting the Patreon set up, and now here I am. And when Anna and I get off, we are there's gonna be a nap in my future. Lori, hi, thanks for coming on. I'm fine. I've had a migraine. It's still residual or cold. Something's going on here, right about here, which is why I'm so puffy today. That's okay. And why I'm not coherent to everybody watching. Sorry, apologize. Do my best.
It's fine. I'm rambly today, so that's its own.
Yeah, but sorry, guys.
To finish off my thought with the class before.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sorry. Not that it super matters, but Karista of Sweet Mountain Crafts, she's doing this lovely weaving class in which there'll be a nice finished product. And I'm sitting there like, I'm not going to have that. Like, I'm doing a sample class. I'm teaching you a concept. But I figured because it's learning a lot of different things, and I think I forget how much time, about 2 hours. I forget if it's an hour and a half or 2.5 hours class. It's somewhere in that range. I'll have to figure that out. But it's a lot to cover quickly. And because a lot of my Intarsia hats that I do are like ribbed beanies. So I wanted to make sure that everything was done in such a way that, okay, yeah, at the end of the class, you just have a little sample piece, sure. And that's not much of anything. But if, you don't want to spend all the time in the class doing like extra ribbing that you don't necessarily need when it's just the little bit of knitting that you're learning the concept by, I guess.
Right. No, I get it. It's hard. It's kind of like when I try to teach the kids in my classes, like, because you're teaching concepts and stuff, it's hard to like all of them to come out with the same product at the end, and you kind of feel bad, like, but it's better for them to learn how to do it than to have something to show, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. It's hard, but yeah. No. But yeah, so this morning I felt really good, and when I texted Anne, I felt really good, and it's, as you can tell, it's tanking.
Yep.
But that's okay. But yeah, this morning I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and I bought McDonald's for lunch, and I think that we're gonna make pizzas. I think I have enough energy to make a pizza later, but that's about as good as it's gonna get today. So you spent New Year's Eve with the dogs,
Yes.
watching podcasts. That's nice.
Hey, it's how we party.
My husband and I went out to the beer store that we like, and it was too busy, so we went to one we didn't like. And it wasn't as fun.
Wow, that's a shining endorsement.
So the one place we go to, they've got really flavorful, different kinds of beer. And then the other place has like different kinds of beer, but they kind of taste like something you could buy in the store. Whereas this other place we go to, it's not something you can get elsewhere. So I'm kind of meh about going there, because it's like I could just go buy this for a lot cheaper at the grocery store. So that's all.
Right.
But no, so last night, yeah, my mother-in-law was here, so she was in charge of the little people.
Mm-hmm.
And then we like to watch New Year's Eve from like other places in the world, so that we don't have our kids staying up until midnight. So we watched London and we watched Sydney, and then my kids went to bed at like 10, and I went to bed at like 10. It was awesome. I think that's when my mother-in-law left, but I don't know. I was like, once the second kid was in bed, I was like, all right, thanks for coming. I'll see you next week. I gotta go.
Peace.
So it worked out just fine, though. I mean, we don't make a big deal. We used to like go out but what are you gonna do? We got kids. We don't party. We never partied, but once in a while we go out and have a couple drinks and think we were fancy. I don't do that anymore. So anyway, what else, Anne?
Well, what did you choose for your top 3 of Chicken Lady's 5 Arts Advent Calendar?
Can I just pick this one 3 times?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know. You can just put 3 check marks by it. Did you get the little card?
I didn't get a card.
You didn't get a card?
Does she hate me? Lynn, I know you're out there.
Somewhere out there.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not allergic to sulfates. I've had this migraine since Wednesday. It's just a bad patch. I get them sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanna pick this one 3 times. That's my official answer. And then if I can't have that be my answer, this one, The Secret Garden. I do not hate you. Why didn't you get a card? I'll mail one out to you. Wait, hold on. Is it me? No, I didn't get a card. You know how I know? Because I actually moved them out of the box into a smaller box, and there was nothing in there. So, Lynn.
It's a separate card in the mail.
Oh. Well, I'll check my P.O. box tomorrow.
Maybe get a card.
Hey, Lynn, I don't need a card. This is my vote. This is all 3 slots are getting this vote. So, no. But yeah, no. The Giver is my number 1. We all know that. And then I think Secret Garden's my number 2. And then I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air about the third one. I do really like The Scarlet Letter. And then there was this one. Which one was this one, Anne?
Is that the was that the Bridge to Terabithia one, or was that the Thunder one?
I don't know. Lynn, I like this one too.
Here. I figured figured out my own. Okay, so I wound mine into little balls because
Oh,
I needed to do that to decide naturally. So,
obviously. Well, I wish that I had done that because I would have put their little. Yeah, she says it's Bridge to Terabithia.
mhm,
I think these might be my top three. I know it's not what I said on the last one, but these are mine.
here.
Secret Garden, The Giver, and Bridge to Terabithia.
See,
But
I was going. Okay, I think on the line I said Tango Makes Three, Bridge to Terabithia, and Secret Garden. But after winding them up, I bumped it out for Scarlet Letter because, like, that's so pretty. I mean, they're all so pretty,
yeah,
but it's that thing with I like. Okay, the pops of color are really fun, but I like it when they're variegations, but they're in the same like tonal family. So, um, like I know that some people say when you're doing color work that make sure to stick your two colors together and then take a picture with your phone and put them in black and white. And if they're too close together, it'll be difficult to see when you do color work.
mhm.
Like these two together for color work would be questionable. But I don't know. I guess I like tonals generally, but like the oh, what is it called that I did the shawl in? I know it.
Maple.
Sweet maple. Yes. That has like three different colors that kind of blend, but yeah, it's the same tonal quality. So I don't know. I like it.
Hmm. Like you said, they're all pretty. They're all. But as you can see, this is my number one choice. I'm gonna make something out of it. I wish there
Mhm.
was more. Um,
You know? Yeah, and I mean, after that, again, I'm very dull, but it's like, okay, so after those three, I'm like, okay, Secret Garden. But then I'm like, next three, and these three look awesome together too. It's the Thunder one, Charlotte's Web, which I know Tabitha was saying, everybody choose Charlotte's Web because she loves it.
what's
Um,
this one? It's kind of got the piggy pink in it and some browns, and
yeah, it's
the colors are no good in this light, but
right that the colors are kind of different between our two cameras, but yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know. They're all so pretty.
see, now this is how Anne and I are so different because she's like, "Oh, look at this brown and this tan and this other neutral." And I'm like, "Okay, so my top 3 are busy." And then I'm like, and then for my next one, I'm probably going with these 3, Dr. Seuss and Tango and The Scarlet Letter.
Those are pretty too, though. I like
I
the blue.
know.
Right?
I do really like this one too. Like I wouldn't be mad if this Dr. Seuss one became a color. Um
I know. Yeah,
uh
I hear that To Kill a Mockingbird and yeah, the
I like these two together. These two could do
yeah,
something as a party.
yeah, they're really together. I love those. But yeah, like you said, that I'm going for all the browns, and I'm like, the bottom three. I'll be at the bottom three of an awesome bunch. I'm like, Dr. Seuss and the Giver and the Tuck
You
Everlasting.
have the Giver and the bottom 3.
Yeah. You're like, no, Anne, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
Wow. Guys, I don't think that this is going to work out anymore. It's been a good run, but I mean,
But
Anne
you
just
are.
picked Anne just picked brown over this beautiful beautifulness. Can you believe it?
It's not as if that's not like my color or anything. Like I'm kind of into the. I mean, if there
Oh
was
my
OD green,
gosh.
I'd be like sold. Like that's kind of, kind of. It's like the.
I It was a good run. I've had a lot of fun. Um See you later.
Like
Okay, I would never dump Anne like that.
uh,
Maybe in private, but never in front of all you guys.
exactly. We have standards on the show, which is why we sit in middle of New Year's Day.
Hey, we did it.
That's
I'm
right.
sick. Can I get a pass? Come on.
Yeah.
I am feeling better. I think my coffee kicked in. Can you tell?
Oh, good.
I've stopped yawning. Knitting wars between Anne and DK. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What are you talking about with your giant one? Just showing it how pretty it is?
No, it's just lovely. It's just,
Yeah.
it's, look at that.
Pretty. I like the color brown, but I don't generally gravitate towards it with yarn. But with the tones in this one, with the reds and stuff, I can see it. I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got one of those bouquets from Chicken Lady. Excuse me while I do this.
Yeah.
And I found
Awesome.
3 more I didn't use. So I've got these 3 random skeins
Ooh.
that are the same kind of yarn, I think, from Chicken Lady. So now I've got extras.
I know. So,
pretty excited about that.
I know. I think I said before that I had kind of thought of doing like, ooh, what if I did, toes and heels with everything? But I'm like, oh no, wait, it's DK and not fingering. I'm like, okay, I like DK socks, but I don't like DK socks 12 socks worth.
Right.
That
right.
Not. So yeah, I'm debating. Got to figure out my project.
I'm hot. I'm having a hot flash, guys. Can't have yarn on my neck.
Sure.
Not that made a difference. Somebody said, have you considered inviting a controversial guest? We've invited a lot of controversial guests. Nobody wants to come on because it's really easy to yell at somebody when you're all on your own and they think you're right, but to actually have a conversation, nobody will come and do that with us. We've tried. Right, Anne?
We have invited people before, but
yeah, several of them.
And we have enough to argue about amongst ourselves. Sorry, I was flipping through comments while you're saying Chicken Lady says the theme for this year is musicals, and I am already so down for Brigadoon. Like, I am here. This is the year of plaid for me. Like,
what's your favorite musical? I mean, what counts as a musical?
Oh, it's gotta
like, is the Phantom of the Opera a musical? That's always been my favorite.
Yeah.
So that's what I know.
Actually, this with more black would be a very Phantom of the Opera colorway.
That's what I was gonna say. I imagine it with like reds and stuff.
Yeah.
I saw it. Did I see it in New York City? No, it came to our town, and yeah. I was like 12 when we went, and it was a big deal. We went to Olive Garden first, and then my parents took us. It was a very big deal. It was fun.
Fancy.
Oh, My Fair Lady's a great one too.
Okay, so I may have told this story before, but My Fair Lady is my brother's Audrey Hepburn movie. My brother's favorite Audrey Hepburn movie. And you might be asking why my brother has a favorite Audrey Hepburn movie. And that would be because the poor man has had to watch a lot of movies with me. And of all the classic movies, Audrey Hepburn is highest on the list of old-time starlets. So, though he also has a fondness for Funny Face, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Lynn says hers is The Wizard of Oz. I actually don't like The Wizard of Oz, but I bet you could get some really cool colors from that one.
Yeah, that would be some really awesome. You could do a whole mini skein set on Wizard of Oz.
I know, right? You got the witch and the shoes and all kinds of stuff.
Emerald Palace. That's not.
Yeah, and then you got the Tin Man, and you got the lion, and the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, and
Lynn, we're doing this for you for free.
Dress and the ruby red shoes. Like, come on.
Here, cats, but make them oogly.
No, I love musicals, but like I have separated my Pandora station from musicals. That you have the Julie Andrews era musicals, that you have Sound of Music and Camel.
That's one. I love that one.
Yeah, and all of those, and again, Brigadoon and South Pacific. I love South Pacific. All of all of those musicals, but then I have them separated out. And over here, I have Phantom of the Opera and Les Mis and Newsies and all of the slightly more modern, shouty musicals. So that it's two different moods. It's
Oh, I got you.
yeah, yeah.
I wore ruby red shoes under my wedding dress. Good for you.
Ooh. Here.
Mine were black and they had sequins on them. But then again, my wedding dress was gold, so
Hey.
it was a little bit different. Second wedding, you get to do whatever the hell you want to. Oh, silver and red for Tin Man because he gets a heart.
Aw, that would be
Ooh.
cute. Or, well, it would be silver and red anyways, but kind of speckly.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Andrew Lloyd Webber theme.
You know, I was thinking I'm not really that into musicals, but the more we talk, the more I'm like, oh, but I like that one and I like that one. My kids love The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
But that one's the best.
Sorry, this is terrible, but it's like, well, you've already had the Bible. How about Jesus Christ Superstar? It's like, but I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, love musicals.
Grease.
Funny Face. I love Funny Face.
I don't know that one.
Audrey Hepburn, Fred Astaire. I love me some Fred Astaire movies, though that color wise, that's not necessarily helpful because a lot of them are black and white. So it'd be like, yay, swing time. And it'd probably just be, grays.
Right.
Maybe it'd sparkle though. It'd be a sparkly gray. But I think Lynn has a sparkly gray colorway already. Because I was looking the other day. Something to do with robots or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Sorry.
Therese says her favorite's Guys and Dolls. That's one I've never seen.
Ooh. I like
Lynn,
Guys.
how are you going to pick? I want to know. I want the inside scoop. How do you decide what's going on?
I know. But yeah. And with Guys and Dolls, you have both you have Marlon Brando, you have Frank Sinatra, you have Adelaide. Like, you have all of these great characters. You have the chick what's the name of the chick who was the missionary in Guys and Dolls? I don't know. Anyways.
Never seen it, although I think I need to.
It's a great film. It's a good time.
If she uses our suggestions, do we get first dibs? Amy wants to know. Yeah, Lynn. Lynn, what do we get since we have just brainstormed your whole thing right now live on our show? We get her eternal love and support, I think, is probably what we get.
Probably. That's probably all we get.
Oh, man. What about Yentl?
I don't know that one as well.
It would endear you to leftist? I don't know it at all. I got nothing.
I don't know.
Oh, she said throw him in a hat and shoes. No.
Oh, Fiddler on the Roof. How can we forget that one? Speaking of Yentl, I mean,
Never seen it.
Musicals. Though, I mean, if you think about it, and I think I saw like a little musical documentary about the Jewish roots of music in America, that the first music that the first musical style that originated in America and wasn't just music brought over from Europe was actually, I don't know if there's a politically correct name for it now, but what used to be called Negro spirituals was the first like American musical style that happened. But then afterwards a bit, you have this huge like musical movement of all of these Jewish songwriters, and that's basically all of the modern musicals that you have Irving Berlin and Rodgers and Hammerstein and all of these people. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But that it was interesting talking, and again, this was all from a documentary I watched, but it is difficulties that Jewish people faced in America, and how that's often like they did it directly in Fiddler on the Roof from a historical angle, but otherwise you have all of these stories of people from different class backgrounds, like in My Fair Lady, or different different cultures interacting, and you had not everything, but like in South Pacific, there is a direct kind of racial storyline that is kind of overcoming differences and biases there. So yeah, it's interesting how that plays out in storytelling in musicals, and I just like the songs. So
hmm
that's also
So here, Neil says
hi
Yentl's
Neil.
great, except Streisand does not make a convincing man. I'm surprised because she seems like she would. Um,
Barbara
and
Streisand.
Tree says she loves Elvis movies. I love Elvis movies so much. They're so bad. Um,
It,
and that
the
makes them so good.
if Barbara Streisand does not make a convincing man, then why do so many drag queens dress up as her? Huh? Boom.
Speaking of drag queens, have you ever heard the story that Dolly Parton's told about she was somewhere and they were doing a Dolly Parton drag show, and so she went and entered for shits and giggles, and then she lost.
Oh man.
And that makes me laugh really hard.
Charlie Chaplin
Because
same thing, that he got like only second and third in a lookalike contest about himself.
yeah, that's funny. Oh, West Side Story. Never seen it.
Oh, of course. Sorry. Again, there's so many, but yeah. West Side Story definitely goes into the Andrew Lloyd Webber split of musicals, in my opinion. But
Neil was watching us on TV and felt like he was missing out on the chat.
oh wow.
Apparently, once I stopped yawning and actually was able to have a conversation, he felt like it was worth talking.
Well then.
No.
But yeah, with West Side Story, I don't know if you've ever been to one of those things where like a full orchestra will play along with a movie. But yeah,
We don't have those here.
I was visiting a friend, and the orchestra was doing West Side Story. So yeah, so it's the people on screen talking and singing and everything, but the full orchestra on the back for all the musical score was amazing.
That sounds fantastic. We need to kidnap DK and have a musical marathon. Hey, I was just going to ask. So, my husband's out helping somebody with a car repair. So, it's just me and the kids. So, which one should I watch with my 7 and 9-year-old?
King and I would be very good. See, let's see. Wizard of Oz is kind of flying monkeys, so it depends on that
Well, we've seen The Wizard of Oz, so
Okay.
that's okay. And we like The Sound of Music.
one. Sound of Music, excellent. I mean,
Joseph and
like
the
a lot of
Amazing
them, like
Technicolor
South Pacific.
Dreamcoat.
Haven't seen that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know what's wrong with me.
Oliver. I don't know. Mary Poppins. I don't know if they'd like Mary Poppins. That's a good one, though.
Mhm.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I've never seen that one. There's so many I haven't seen. Matilda, if your Netflix has it. Okay. Mary Poppins.
So good.
Mary Poppins is a good one. I think we own it, honestly. I feel like it's not one that they gravitate towards, so
Right.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back through the chat and write some stuff down. I love brown. It's a great base color. Yeah, brown's fine. I'm just saying, how could you pick like every shade of brown over this beautifulness? That's all I want to know. How does that even, how can you do that?
Wow.
Look at beautiful.
I know.
Oh, Peter Pan. I bet you they would like Peter Pan. Okay. Right now, they're playing Super Mario 3D World because they got it for Christmas. So when we're off the live, I'm going to make them have family time, whether they want to or not.
Right? Learn some songs while you're at it.
Learn some what?
Learn some songs while you're at it.
Yes. Of course. There. A teeny tiny giver.
Perfect. Yeah, that's
exciting.
Max will say again, because the poor man has seen like the vast majority of musicals on the planet. And there's this song from South Pacific that starts, my girl back home, I almost forgot. And he'll like quote it at random times, and then he'll just sit there like, what a jerk. seriously, and then just move on with the conversation. Like, what was wrong with that guy?
That's funny. No, I'll have to get on it. I wanted to watch Holiday Inn with my kids, but something happened this Christmas was coming, and oh shit, Christmas is all over, and I don't know what happened to like a good week in there. So
Right.
I don't know, man. I got nothing.
And if Lynn's themes is musicals for the year, and if it gets to Christmas musicals at the end, and you have White Christmas and Holiday Inn, and even Muppets Christmas Carol, you have a
I love
whole
Muppet Christmas Carol.
you have a whole.
Calamity Jane, Singing in the Rain.
Oh,
What's the Chicken Little Fibers code so I can go get yarn for Adam's hat? It is
PIK.
No.
It's because it switched around. Because last year we had PIK first, and not
It's
this
not.
year.
Pay attention.
Sorry, it is Snow 20 PIK.
Excellent. Snow 20. So, what else do we know?
Oh, not much.
No. So you got big plans for today? You're still how long are you house sitting?
For a few days.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. We have another storm front coming through, so hopefully they don't get stuck anywhere. Embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I said last time, but so we had the portion of time where it was like -17, but had a wind chill of -40. But then a couple days afterwards, it was like 36 degrees, which is over a 50-degree like change. So before we had everybody, if anyone was out at all, they were shuffling around and hunkered down and very, get out, come back fast. And then a couple days later, it's like the sun is shining, things are melting, everything's lovely. And the snow trucks are going absolutely mad trying to haul all of the snow out of town quickly before it happens all over again.
That's crazy. So we had the snow hit us, Christmas Eve. My stepbrother and his family were supposed to come in Christmas Eve, but they couldn't, so they came in just this past weekend. Like just a couple days ago. It's still the weekend. I don't even know what day it is. But that's when my headache hit. It was like negative stuff outside, and then it went up to 50. And then when the pressure changes like that, I can't function. At least it's a good built-in excuse. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I can't do anything. I have a headache. The pressure has changed. But Anne is broken. Okay. You're not going to get canceled for calling something grassy ass, chicken lady. If somebody cancels you for that, yeah, that's what what's her face said too. Two sisters. Sorry, Amy. I knew who you were. I just couldn't think of it. They're all saying magnesium for migraines. I have some. I will go take some. So,
yep.
I think that's all we got though. So,
yep.
Lots of fun.
Lots of fun. I mean, there's a couple of news things, but whatever. Happy New Year's, everybody.
It was a fun musical day. Let's keep it fun. Yeah. Anna and I'll get back to the news next week. There's always going to be crap news.
Exactly. We will be on it then. But it's been nice taking a little bit of a, holiday break. There's always stuff happening.
Yeah, no, I have had a lot of fun just chatting about stuff.
But like we're a real darn knitting podcast or something.
I know. It would have been better though if I had actually had any knitting. But one thing at a time. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, we had yarn.
We have lots of yarn. So I'm gonna go take my nap now. And Anne's gonna go, I don't know, be all bookish and probably watch something like Crowder or Stein or who knows.
No, they're all out and sick. I'm gonna watch a Christmas film like Iron Man 3. So
that's a Christmas film?
Yeah. It happens during Christmas. It says Christmas Die Hard. We watched Iron Man 2 the other night, and I had totally forgot that old Papa Elon had a cameo in it. So.
Well, that's nice.
Yes.
And if my kids keep playing Mario 3D World, I might just watch something by myself while I take a rest and set up my Patreon, which you guys should make sure you check out. If you're on my email list, I will send you something about it. So it's coming. It's coming like really soon.
And again, Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, I know I've been showing her yarn the whole time, but still, code, I'll get it right, SNOW20PIK for 20% off your order. It's absolutely beautiful. It's soft. It's lovely. Go get her yarn. And the winner of this particular skein of yarn, that is D York. So contact us. Get your prize.
Yep. Yeah. This episode was more or less an infomercial for Chicken Lady. So
Pretty much extended. I mean, we mentioned some other people too, but
we did. But man, well, we had so much to talk about. There's so many yarns from Chicken Lady that we had to discuss, and I keep going the wrong way in detail.
exactly.
So, all right, guys. Oh, the email list. Go to deplorableknitter.weebly.com. I think that's my email. I think that's my website. Yeah. Check out Deplorable Knitter. It's on Weebly.
Unless you meant Lynn's email list, which you can sign up for at chickenladyfiberarts.com.
That too. But yeah, I don't know who she was asking that about. So yeah, I do have an email list though. It's on my Weebly website if you want to find it, Deplorable Knitter. I don't do anything on my website except send emails. So cool. I will see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for putting up with my yawning. And have a fabulous first day of the year. I got lost there for a second. I'm back.
All right.
We'll see ya. Bye, guys.
See you guys. Bye.